GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Raiders are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Chargers, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. Tackle can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Langford. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go screenplay to Langford. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And able to find Green. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Flush to his right, and this is going to be incomplete. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll set up a throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. Now a play fake here on first down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
On first down, Carr escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On second down, here's Carr. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he is all the way up past the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And right side, Henry's got it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw here. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back to throw now on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable now for Allen. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open left side, it's Williams. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. A dump off to Anderson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, the run with Lynch. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Carr to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing now is Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Carr, flush to his right. And he connects with Ebron. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. On 1st, here's Washington. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Near the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
A Raider 1st down as Carr finds Cooper.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down is Carr, and he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. That one goes for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And here now it's 2nd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now after the play, now it's Marshawn Lynch who appears to have been shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Drops it off to Martin. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They go screenplay to Langford. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here's the former Bronco. It's C.J. Anderson with his first carry. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 15-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Roberts. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. He's still barreling through. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll set up to throw. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Green's got it over the middle. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down now, but that clock rolling. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They